Ah, you are returned. Each sunrise should be greeted with the same surprise and gratitude. I am, as you might have gleaned, glad to see you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking that we have had our disagreements. There have been several moments I wanted to toss you out on your derriere and watch you bounce, flopping on the floor with your silly modern notions jangling around your skull. But then, I have thought that I have respected you. There are so few beings who would ever disagree with me out loud, much less over time, and even less than that with respect or with curiosity. And so, I am thinking that I may at last have a friend. Water, they say, is a universal solvent. Perhaps you are that thing that makes me who I am. You are the stubborn, life-affirming, challenging stain. Yes, precisely, in the best possible way. Do you accept? If you are a stain, you are dark chocolate, or rich green grass. You are extraordinary, and indicative of a fine experience. So, new friend, what is on your mind these days? Drysdale. And what about him? My other true, if lost, if irretrievable, friend. Drysdale. I have dreamt of him. His face has been before my eyes like a veil, covering and coloring my world for longer than I care to recall. I do love him. But do you find that there comes a moment when love itself is not enough? This love was so outsized once that it could hold the mistakes and the pain, but it has deflated. And well, if he will apologize, if he will see what he did and how it hurt me, the love will be free. I will see him anew, and we together will leave that ugly country. Oh, can it be? Well, then speak of my intent to him, and I shall make a dramatic appearance. I imagine he will most thoroughly enjoy that. The resizing of my love for him has opened me. Perhaps to you, if you will have me. I am no longer limited by false loyalty, fear in a frock coat. Do you accept my love? Drysdale and I very soon shall know where we stand. But you, where do you and I stand now? Farewell, friend. You are and shall be welcome here.
Yes? Oh, you caught me at a time when I was, sitting here like a lump. A big cubey lump. You what? Oh, of course you did. He was probably just draped all over the floor, dripping emotions. He's an obvious one to ask if you're trying to accomplish something. And what did Gilbert and Tragedy have to say? Really? And, do you hate me now too? Pish! Don't patronize me. You don't have the money. Ha! Now I know you're lying. He was very clear the last time we spoke that he wanted nothing to do with me after the... never mind. Please. He must have told you. I don't like to tell this story. I don't know that I ever have, really. Washi called it the pale betrayal. Oh, sweet, dry as sheet. Never tell him I used that name in front of you. I wasn't even allowed to use him in a public place. He'd purse his lips if I did. It's unmistakable. But I did it anyway. I loved his lips. There's a young hormone around here named... Dirt. Perhaps you brushed up against him at some point. He's hard to miss. In any event, he has this habit of taking off his clothes. He wanders around, nearly nude, unbothered by the temperature changes he engenders in others. I'm an appliance, not a monk. He used to do it so often that Washford and I took to using his clothes as part of our act. We would flip them and wring them and fold them whilst he was flipping and folding and wringing me. It was... My God, it was spectacular. I was spectacular. But after years of doing this act with Washford, it began to grind on me. Washford can be very difficult, and one being can only take so much from another before the pressure has to be released. The heat has to go somewhere. Well, we were in the middle of our act. We were using Dirk's red jeans and one of his chest-smushing polos, and Dirk was just lying there like he used to, dirty and shirtless, and I had this brilliant idea of including him in the performance. No, I did not, all right? We were in the middle of our performance. You think nature asks an opinion in the middle of creation? Dirk didn't have to do anything. I just struck up conversation. It was this sexy, witty, improvisatory repartee. He just kept saying the nicest things to me about our act and my costume and how much he liked the musculature of my shoulders. So I kept him talking and I refused to give him his clothes back. I just didn't give them back, that's all. I mean, I would have eventually, yes, but that was the genius bit. I just kept our act going. The last part of the choreography was always Washford passing the clothes to me and then me spinning them around and around, faster and faster, building up all this tremendous heat, this anticipation, this breathlessness, and then last second whipping them all out into the audience and letting the audience catch them all hot and billowy. So I just kept talking to Dirk, and Washford was supposed to keep holding me and the clothes while Dirk got more and more colourful, and I laughed, and the audience laughed and screamed, and it was... My God, it was poetry! Yes, the clothes stayed a little wet. They mildewed the tiniest bit. They made Washford sick. He said he had a cough. And afterwards he called it the pale betrayal. What a nonsense, dramatic exaggeration of the only good idea this act has seen in decades. Mildew is white, you see? Sometimes grey. Yes. I suppose so. I was barely flirting. I would hardly qualify it like that. Dirk was just being nice. Washford was always so damn sensitive. I wasn't really flirting. He was being complimentary, and I was playing along. If that's flirting, then I need practice. I was performing. I was making our act better in the process. So, what's the harm? Yes, I loved him. I am. Dirk was just being so nice to me. Pushover? Just what in hot and windy hell do you mean by pushover? Maybe. I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I just felt so lonely. Washi can be so hard to read sometimes, so incomprehensible. Where do I stand? What is he feeling? And all that dreck. And I acted out. Now I still feel lonely, but for totally opposing reasons, which just seems unfair. Maybe. It's an interesting suggestion. I'm not saying I'm convinced. I'm still hurt, but also I'm over it, and I don't care. And I don't really miss my former friend. I mean, I do miss him. Desperately. But I'm not that easy. I mean, I don't want to be. I would so much rather be suave. Genuinely suave. I've always wanted to be more mysterious than I am. You sound like Washford. How do you know he even wants to be with me again? Oh no. Nothing. Just haven't cried in years. Call his name for me, would you? Call for Washford. Call his name! Again.
Your calls are met with silence. No Washford.
And he does not arrive. It might be over. Cherub, I have some drying out to do. Please leave me.
Normally, when you aim your dateviators at an object, you see one personality only. But this time, there are two. And they're so engrossed in a hideous argument, they don't even notice you've arrived. One is dressed in woven straw, with clothing in a basket on her back, and a shock of red hair that runs down it. The other is only just visible under a messy mop of dark hair and a pile of dirty clothes he's draped all over his body.
Do you think I'm stupid? You think I can't see what's going on right in front of me?
I never said you were stupid, but I am starting to think you're insane!
If I'm insane, it's 'cause you make me that way.
Yeah? Without me in your life, you'd be real fucking normal, huh? Like you don't cling to literally anyone in your life the same way!
I wouldn't have to cling if you would just stay where I can see you!
I am here, literally, every day! I can't have a minute to myself?
Both of them whirl around to face you, their expressions changing immediately.
Oh, hi! I'm sorry you had to hear that, but please don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, just fine.
The energy in the room may have dampened, but there's still a thick tension in the air.
Oh, don't worry, we didn't. We're really fine. Oh dear, we haven't even introduced ourselves. Though, Durkee and I know you well.
Please don't call me that in front of other people.
You're so cute when you get assertive, Durkee. Anyway, I'm Harper, and I'm your laundry hamper.
I'm Dirk, and I'm your dirty laundry.
Oh, I'm getting a reading. It's a secret feature. It's called Content Aware. It goes off whenever I have the feeling that something a little off-kilter might happen. It gives you the chance to see if this dateable might be someone you might want to skip due to content concerns. If you're worried that you might miss out on points or stuff, don't get your tushy in a twist. I'll take care of the dirty work for you. No penalties incurred, I swear. If you're interested, you can turn it on now. You can also turn it on or off anytime I see ya. These dateables have some subject matter that might be troubling. PTSD, violence, stalking, manipulation, domination, mental health issues, addiction, and many more. If you want a gentle warning when something approacheth, I'd recommend you turn it on. On it. Content aware mode, activate. Okay, back to it. Whoa there. Harper and Dirk have a relationship that isn't exactly the healthiest. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with toxic and abusive relationships. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? On with the show. He is a very dirty boy, isn't he?
Harper.
Harper stomps on Dirk's foot, beaming all the while. Dirk grunts, but says nothing.
Anyway, that's us.
You could sound a little happier when introducing us, Durkee.
Do I not seem happy?
He looks at you, stone-faced.
Every minute with Harper is a non-stop party.
Harper's smile grows strained.
Well, someone around here's gotta try to put a happy face on things. Durkee broods all the time like he's fucking Batman. What? No. You know, the baseball-themed superhero who patrols the stadium of Baseball City.
Kinda weird you've never heard of him.
Don't be rude, Durkee.
I'm not. It's just surprising.
Not everybody keeps their nose in a comic book like you do.
Well, not everybody needs the level of escapism I do.
There's an awkward silence, and then...
You know, because they're not dating the laundry hamper equivalent of a bamboo finger trap.
Harper is silent for a very long time, but you can feel another argument coming. Just as she opens her mouth, you speak first.
I'm so sorry he made it so hard for you.
You can hear Harper and Dirk's raised voices long after you leave the room.
Impressive news out of Valfest. Really too bad that particular partnership is about to hit a rough patch. But then David's never been great at partnerships. I see you've had the opportunity to test out the prototype. Would you think that I just hand over absolute control of a device this powerful? I know protecting it is not a responsibility you asked for. Maybe not even a responsibility you want. But I had no other choice. Every other Valdivian employee's allegiance was unknowable, except you. Because you're paid the least out of everyone. I can't get into that right now. Anyway, it's not safe to talk. I will return when the signal is secure.